Coming to the breakdown of complex food items. The stomach secretes the HCl, as said earlier. It creates highly acidic pH. The food after mastication from the mouth comes into the stomach, where it is mixed with the acid to form acidic chyme. Food digestion starts inside the mouth itself as saliva secretes some of amylase for the digestion of carbohydrate. However, the main digestion starts from the alimentary canal, later parts of the alimentary canal. After formation of chyme, food drains into the duodenum, where the medium is basic due to succus entericus, due to the presence of bicarbonate ions. In duodenum, it forms the chyle. As we said, food digestion starts from the mouth itself. Salivary amylase is secreted, which breaks down polysaccharides into disaccharides. Amylase is also secreted by the pancreas. Proteins, peptones and proteases are digested by trypsin, chymotrypsin, carboxypeptidase. All these are proteolytic hormones. Enzymes. These are secreted in the form of trypsinogen, chymotrypsinogen, but they are then activated to form trypsin and chymotrypsin, which help to break down these proteins, complex proteins, into dipeptides and finally into monopeptides. Nucleic acids are also broken down. First, they are broken down into nucleotides and finally into nucleosides. Fat digestion is mainly dependent on pancreatic lipase known as the steatocin. Fats broken down into diglycerides and then into monoglycerides. Now the final digestion, dipeptides are converted to amino acids or monopeptides with the help of dipeptidase. Maltose into glucose plus glucose by maltase. Lactose into glucose plus galactose by lactase. Sucrose into glucose and fructose by sucrase. Nucleotides, which were converted to nucleosides, are now converted to sugars and nitrogenous bases. The mono and diglycerides are converted into fats and glycerol by lipases. The main function is played by pancreatic juices, succus entericus and salivary juices. But the digestion of protein is mainly dependent on the gastric juices as well. Now coming to the absorption. Through mouth, certain drugs coming in contact with the mucosa and also the lower surface of tongue are absorbed. Many a times in movies you have seen or at home you have seen that when a person is having acute chest pain, some capsule is placed under his tongue. This is known as trinitroglycerin or commonly known as sorbitol. Certain drugs are absorbed from the under surface of tongue. This is only written over here that through mucosa of mouth, some drugs can be absorbed. This is a practical explanation which I have given you. Next comes the stomach. From stomach, simple sugars, alcohol and water absorption takes place. That is the reason alcohol absorption takes place much more than food, heavy food, because the heavy food items are absorbed mainly in the intestine, which takes longer time to reach over there compared to stomach. The small intestine is the principal organ for absorption of nutrients. The glucose, fructose, fatty acids, glycerol, amino acids are all absorbed through the mucosa into the bloodstream and lymph. The fatty substances like glycerol, fatty acids are absorbed into the lymph, lacteals and then into blood, whereas the other substances are directly absorbed into the blood. From the large intestine, absorption of water and minerals and drugs take place. That is the reason when a person is highly constipated, large amount of water is told to the person for consumption. When he consumes a large amount of water, water is stored in the large, it is absorbed from the large intestine. It softens the stool and helps in passing out or in defecation. and also some minerals are absorbed from the large intestine. The large intestine is mainly composed of the colon and the rectum, the colon, ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon and the sigmoid colon which joins the rectum. It has epiploic appendages, that is fat-filled appendages on the surface, longitudinal muscles, tinea coli, and also lumpy bumpy appearance of the large intestine which is known as haustrations.